Hello everyone, we are here to work with the exterior frame of our laptop. That's our plastic frames. Now the exterior of our laptop is typically comprised of multiple plastic parts. You can see I've got some of these parts removed. What I have here is the removed plastic part for the hard drive, as well as for the memory module, and over here for a wireless LAN card. Up here, that's where the battery was before. Now these plastic parts are responsible for covering these components within our laptop. Also, this huge casing itself is part of the plastic frame. Now, we have many different plastic parts, and as I mentioned, they are removed. So what we can do is take a look at our manual. Then we pull up mine. Straight out of my manual, this is the plastic kits. And this plastic kit part of the manual shows you that item 1, that's the cover for my PC card slot, which is on the side of my laptop. Besides that plastic part, we've got the hard drive cover, as mentioned, which goes where I said before. We also have the memory module for RAM, which is item 3. We've got the wireless LAN card plastic kit, which is item 4. And lastly, item 5, which is the Bluetooth module cover. Let's take a look back at my laptop. So here's my laptop again, and these are those card covers that were removed, 1, 2, 3. And then also down here, this is where my Bluetooth card is. And if you take a close look at this plastic frame, you could actually see right here, there's a Bluetooth indicator icon. We can zoom in on that Bluetooth icon. You can take a closer look at removing this plastic part. So with our zoomed in view here, you can see that Bluetooth icon, and that's our Bluetooth module cover. So I can take my Phillips screwdriver and I can unscrew that screw to remove that plastic cover. With that screw completely loosened, I can take that cover and it just pulls right off. And inside, what we have here is the Bluetooth card. And you see it's just hooked on there on a connector. I can remove that card successfully and safely and disconnect it from the connector. Now let's take a bigger view regarding our plastic frame and take a look at the entirety of the laptop frame itself. If I wish to disassemble the laptop frame itself, we have to go ahead and remove the proper screws. So you need to identify the correct screws that are installed that need to be removed from your manual. After I remove these leftover screws on my frame, we can then flip the laptop over and disassemble the plastic frame from inside the laptop. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now to remove the last screws. At this time, all the remaining screws have been removed from my laptop. I can take my laptop here and I can flip it back over. Now we can take a look at the inside of the laptop. What we're going to do next is remove any remaining screws inside of here that are identified by our manual. Also, you can see I have a couple components that are still installed. Items such as the trackpad and the scroll along here with a battery and even the microphone of my laptop. So I can quickly unconnect anything else that's remaining connected. And then I can talk about screws that need to be removed from this side. Now it's always important that you disassemble safely and with minimal force, so don't just yank hard on a component. Use the correct tool to help give yourself some leverage and take it out successfully. Now that I have those connections disconnected from inside the laptop, according to my manual, I have 2 screws that I need to focus on removing. Screw number 1 is up here, and screw number 2 is down there. After removing those 2 screws, I should be able to pry up this laptop frame. So I'm ready to finish this. I had to take off 2 more hidden screws that I didn't know were on there until I consulted the manual. Again, under some rubber feet, you might find some screws, so make sure you follow your manual to the key. Those were 2 that were missed. And now with those 2 screws off, I can follow my manual and the instructions are, I need to pull up and pry this plastic frame upwards at a 45-degree angle. And once this is up, all I need to do is lift. And it's off. And there is my plastic frame, and don't just rip it up. Make sure you do it with minimal effort and take your time. You can see here's the back side of my touchpad with those wires and cables. If I wanted to replace that touchpad, you'd see the screws we'd have to continue in order to pop that out. Inside here, you have my system board, which includes the motherboard. And that is the end of removing our